the street lights lit this town like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out tonight. We gonna let it out tonight. We gonna let it out just like the sunrise. We gonna let it out now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it out tonight. We gonna let it out tonight. We gonna let it out just like the sunrise. We gonna let it out now.
Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to Tonight Live. Hopefully, you guys are having a great Friday. It is warm in here all of a sudden. Turn on the lights and it got warm. Whew, that's okay, though. We'll make it. We'll make it. And thank you, Judy, for becoming a member. I just saw that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, I just lost the chat there for a minute. But welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you. If you guys, I don't know what I was going to say. I wasn't going to say that. I don't know. Anyways, hopefully you guys are having a great Friday. That's what I was going to start off with. I had to go to physical therapy today. I have a video coming out tomorrow about my journey. It wasn't a bad one. It wasn't bad. It was actually pretty easy today. But yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. So I want you guys to keep me accountable for that. But if you're new to the channel and you're like, who's this lady talking? My name's Tanya or Titanium Built. You can call me either or. I don't prefer one over the other one. Welcome in. And I hopefully you guys are having a great Friday. Usually Fridays are like a hit or miss, I swear, on like YouTube. Either like a lot of people are here or a lot of people are gone. I don't know what it is about Fridays, but it dies like the weirdest day. I don't know. Because you would think like there'd be a lot of people like at home and like online on Friday nights, but usually Saturday nights is the way to go. That's like, so we might have a big crowd in here tonight. We might have a small crowd. Either way, it's going to be a good live. Either way, it's going to be a great live. I've been wanting to cover this case with you guys, and it's been like really like bothering me to not talk about it. So we're going to talk about it because I need your guys' opinion on this one. So tonight we're going to talk about the disappearance and the eventual safe recovery so far that we know of. She's alive and she is in the hospital though, of Britney Gard, a 46-year-old mom from Bainbridge, Indiana. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Hey, Ladybug. My day was pretty good. How was your day today? And where is Ashley? Is she in here? Hey, Casey. Hey, Dawn. Where's our birthday girl? Hey, Jennifer. She better not be hiding. She's probably hiding. We'll find you, Ashley. I should have texted her this today. Maybe I'll do that right now. Maybe I should text her and say, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Now get in the chat. Hey, Dawn, how you doing? And I was just like going past iPhone. Hey, Jennifer. I wasn't even paying attention there for a minute. Hey, Lenora. How you doing today? Oh, and I saw that you were trying to get your game. Hey, Mandy. So Ladybug's good to go. If she doesn't pay attention to us, that's just because her team is playing. That's fine. Hey, Crown Kitty. She's like, I gotta watch the baseball. My brother loves baseball. My dad, I don't know. I grew up liking the same stuff my dad liked. So, and he never watched baseball. He wasn't a baseball person. But my brother loves it. Hey, Groovy Nikki. And if you guys didn't watch the live from last night, it was a pretty good live. You guys missed a good live. So make sure you go back, and if you want some Idaho 4 updates, I had a ton for you. So, hey, Dawn, welcome on in. We're going to go through all the names, see who's all here tonight. Hey, Laura. Gives people some time to come in and get situated, get comfortable, do all the things. Hey, Dark Vader, Lord of the Sif of Mustafar Aries. Okay, your name is getting longer and longer. Do they give you a character limit? Oh, you're Vader, not yours. Oh, your name's is Aries in it. I think it's Aries. You're so funny. Hey, Justin. She probably is celebrating. You're probably right. Hey, Kara. She probably is out there celebrating that birthday of hers. She probably is. Or she's with Dale and they're celebrating her pup. But yeah, she's probably celebrating. She'll be in. You know she will. She'll come in. She'll be like, getting in the shower. I'll be listening. That's what she usually says. Oh, don't be on the dark side for too long, Aries. We don't want to lose you. Oh, Laura, hope you feel better. I hope you feel better. I was going to see I was going to put the comments on the screen for everybody. If you guys would like to join our channel membership, it is linked at the top, so you guys can always just hit the link if you'd like to join throughout the live. But we'll go ahead and we'll get started. See, right, Mandy? You can't be on the dark side because you are just too much light for us. You're just too much light, Aries. This is Britney Gard, though, the 46-year-old mom I was just talking about. So Britney was last seen. We're gonna go back to the beginning of this case, and it just started September 30th. So, not very long. But Britney was last seen on the evening of September 30th, 2025. The next day, she didn't show up for her daughter's volleyball game, something that was very out of character for her. That's when her family and her friends started to really worry about where she was and what was going on. Not long after that, on October 1st, firefighters were called to her home on County Road 600 North after reports of smoke and flames. Fire started at her house. So when the crews arrived, they were able to put out the fire, but inside, like when they went inside the house, Britney was nowhere to be found. Her vehicle and her purse were still at her house, which made, the situation a lot more concerning because her house is on fire, her purse is there, her vehicle's there, but where's Britney? So authorities quickly labeled the fire as suspicious, and the search for Britney began. Over the following days, law enforcement, volunteers, neighbors, her family, they all searched nearby fields, wooded areas, ponds. They had drones, search dogs were brought in. They pulled they pulled out all the stops, but there was still no sign of Britney. Then about a week later, on October the 8th, everything took a very unexpected turn. And that was the day that I was going to do the live. I was going to come on and do the live on October the 8th over her case. We find out dispatchers received a 911 call. It was Britney. She said she was in the woods near Hall Woods Nature Preserve, roughly 2.5 miles from her home. She needed help finding her way out. The nature preserve we've had like, I've heard people that live in the area, they said that you don't get lost there. Like, it's just, it's not somewhere you go in and you can get lost. But that's why I'm bringing this case to you guys, because this is so weird. Emergency crews, they responded right away on the scene, and they found her alive. She was taken to a local hospital. She was checked out, and investigators confirmed that there was no current threat to the public connected to her disappearance, or the fire, they said. So as of now, officials haven't released much details about exactly what happened during the week that she was missing, or how she ended up in the nature preserve in the woods. The cause of the fire is still under investigation, and no one has been named a person of interest in that. But as of right now, that is an arson. So whether somebody, started this fire at her house, or if it was Britney herself, either way, it's arson, right? So, while Britney has a safe return, that's brought a huge sigh of relief to her friends, her family, and the people that live in the town of Bainbridge. There are still several unanswered questions. So we're going to go through some stuff tonight, and then we are going to figure out what we think might have happened. No, she didn't have a husband. Mm-mm. Kara, that sounds like me. See, I could get lost in the woods if it was like a mile in. No, not even that. I could get lost, but I can get lost probably in a half a mile. Don't kid yourself, Tanya. Don't kid yourself. I probably could, but you'll see pictures of this nature preserve, and there's stairs that are super tall. It's well, if you walk past those stairs, I don't know, you could just get up there and look and find your way out. 8 days, there's no way. So she had her cell phone on her the whole time. Well, we don't know. We don't know if she had it on the whole time, but she did call from her cell phone. Now, how was it charged for 8 days? And it couldn't have been, because they have the Life 360 app. So her phone was turned off at some point because they couldn't find her. They couldn't, use the Life 360 app to find her. So it's just a lot. So this is kind of where it started. One of the first videos that came out about this case. So we'll listen to this, and then we'll move on to WTWO. They have a lot of short little clips, and we'll go through those. And then I'm going to show you what Hall Woods Nature Preserve looks like, how big it is. We're going to go through where it's at. We'll go through the weather conditions for that week, because our girl would have had hypothermia. For sure, in my opinion. So we're going to go through all of that, and then we're going to see what we, find out at the end. Hey, King B. Johnson. And I saw Mr. Rosebuds in here too. Welcome on in, everybody. Right. Was she, and then she decided not to, or something? I don't know. It's very weird. It's very, very weird. That's why I'm we got to talk about it. She had her phone. So she called the police 8 days later. So no one had heard from her from September 30th. That was the last time someone heard from her. So October 1st, the fire breaks out at her house. The police show up because they're hello, there's a fire. So, the firefighters show up. They put the fire out. They know whose house it is. I'm sure they figured it out on their little computers. And they go to find her, and they can't find her. So then her family, of course, they rally, and they all get some people. They get a lot of people. There's a lot of people that were looking for her. They were going through cornfields, row after row after row. That's why I'm how did they not come across her almost? Or not even just not come across her, but why didn't she call before now? Even if you fell, you bumped your head, you'd wake up before 8 days. I don't know. She didn't call anybody though. It's Sherry Papini kind of vibes, I hope it's not, but it is. It's just giving me that when the questions are, you're but why? We need to talk. And the family, they don't know. They want answers too. They don't know what's happened. And so they want to know, exactly what happened too. So hopefully everybody will get some answers. But I'm going to go ahead and play this video. If you guys don't mind, will you take a quick second, hit the like button if you enjoy the content. Don't forget to do that. Subscribe to the channel. We'd love for you to do that as well. Okay, maybe we'll play this.
Here is Britney Gard. The 46-year-old mother of two is considered missing and endangered. I'm Nico Panisi with WRTV, and I'm in the Putnam County town of Bainbridge, where law enforcement, family, and neighbors continue their search. Among the tall ears of corn off County Road 600 North, there are more questions than answers.
Who took her? How does someone just go missing these days?
I met Stephanie Bowen and her sisters as they wrapped up a long day of searching through the fields adjacent to Gard's property on Monday. Bowen describes Gard as a loving mother to her 25-year-old son and 13-year-old daughter. So when she didn't show up to a volleyball game on Wednesday, the family knew something was wrong.
Her car's at home. Her purse is at home. She's nowhere to be found.
I just want to point out her sister in the middle. Okay, I don't know what's all over her, but apparently somebody said, I don't want to walk through that dirty spot. And her sister was like, hold my beer. I got this. You know, like you could tell she's been out there searching. I feel so bad for her. She's the one in the middle. Like feel so bad for her. You can tell she's just been in everything, like just mud, gunk, whatever it takes, right? It's her sister. So sad.
And
I'm glad she's
on fire.
found.
It makes no sense.
That night, the Putnam County Sheriff's Office was called to Gard's home for a fire. When deputies arrived, she was nowhere to be found. What do you think happened?
I just feel like there's something here bigger that we don't know.
The search for Gard continues. Flyers hang outside businesses, in gas stations, and even on pizza boxes.
Just be vigilant. Look around, rack your brain, or if you have a camera on your house or something, go back and look at it.
Anyone with information is asked to call the Putnam County Sheriff's Office.
Brittany, we love you. We hope to see you safely return home. If there's anything we can do, just reach out.
In Bainbridge, I'm Nico Panisi, WRTV.
Man, they were out there just like, you know, in it. Crazy. There was this, so WTWO has been like out there. They're like local. So all their little videos though are like under a minute or so. I'm gonna try to open them in like a different tab. See if that, yeah, that did work. Okay. That way we don't have to keep going to the top when we go back to look at them. News Nation's also covered this case pretty extensively. I saw it on Law and Crime, I think, for the first time on the 8th. And then I just saw that I guess Court TV had covered it a little bit as well, which I didn't know that. So there were people like, you know, there was a few people that were covering it. This lady's smile. She's just smiling in the beginning. And it's just like, I don't know. It just makes me kind of like, be like, it's a little inappropriate, but she's like me. Like I smile at inappropriate times. So this is just going to be like, I wanted to go through these videos kind of like as they started. So this one is from about eight days ago. And this will be like the first video that they kind of, you know, put out on her. It's on 43 seconds long. Apparently, I think I don't know what everyone was thinking in this town because her house caught on fire, right? Like I would think that she was abducted. If I was an officer investigator, like I wouldn't want to assume something because you don't want to assume, but her house is on fire when you show up. I'm not sure what part of the house was on fire. I'd really like to know more about the fire damage, but they haven't said anything about it. And there's no pictures. So we can't see it. But I would really like to know where the fire started, right? Because it sounds to me like it was contained pretty quickly and houses go up pretty fast. So it had to have been like a slow fire, or maybe it went out halfway, like, you know, like it caught onto something that was like fire resistant. I don't know, because for like, if you think about it, it's going to have to be on fire for a minute. The neighbor's going to have to call. They're going to have to get there. That all takes time. That house should have been like, you know, I mean, engulfed by the time they got there, but it wasn't. I'm wondering if she used something that, like, the opposite of an accelerant, like maybe like a candle. When it got to a certain point, maybe it would catch something on fire, right? I've heard there was like a guy that killed his family and did something to where like the candle would burn at a certain, like, so he could get out of there, like get away, but then it would look like a fire. So I'm wondering if she did something like that and then it just didn't catch. Like, what if she used curtains, right? They're usually fire retardant or whatever they're called. So if she used the curtain, let's say, I'm just saying this. I'm not saying she did any of this stuff. I'm not, or whoever, the person that did this, like maybe they used something that wasn't really able to catch on fire, like enough to where the neighbors saw something and they were like, okay, we need to call. Like maybe they saw smoke. They didn't really see flame. I don't know. Because my mom had an apartment that caught fire and it was just burnt like within like minutes, So that's sad. I hope I hope if she didn't do it, because this could be the case too. And I'm going to show you pictures here soon. They have these old cabins out there that are not in use. Like they are spooky inside. What if somebody was like keeping her held up in one of those? I don't know. But for 8 days, people walk those trails all the time. That's what I've heard. So it's like, the weather's been pretty nice. Okay, well, listen to this video.
Police need your help in locating a possible missing and endangered person. According to the Putnam County Sheriff's Office, officials responded to a structure fire in the 6,000 block of East County Road 600 North in Bainbridge around 7:30 Wednesday night.
It was 600 North.
Say smoke was coming from the home.
That lady was wrong right here. It says too.
Now, police say
I can see the home there.
To contact the homeowner, 46-year-old Britney Gard, have been unsuccessful. Anyone with information into her whereabouts is asked to call 765-653-5155. That number is there on your screen, and extension 0. This, of course, is a developing story. WTWO will provide updates as more information becomes available on air and online.
Oh, where'd she go? Okay. Let me find the next video. Hopefully nothing like plays. I don't think it's set up like that. There was just so many little videos. I was just like, we'll go through it. So let me find the next one. I was trying to look up her address really quick too, see if I can find it on Google Maps. Looks like they were playing football this day, so there's a lot of different. Okay, new details right here. Why does this look like this is when they found it? I don't know. Okay, this was 6 days ago. No, this ain't it. Okay, so let me put that back.
Good
Here we
evening,
go.
and thanks for joining us. I'm Patrice Dayton in for Mike Tank. We have new details tonight on the investigation into missing Putnam County woman Britney Gard. Local firefighters were called to Gard's home after smoke was reported coming from the house. The fire was extinguished. No one was found inside. According to the Putnam County Sheriff's Office, they're continuing to investigate the missing person case as well as the fire. Authorities say investigators are compiling evidence from the home. They believe the fire was suspicious in nature. They say a drone was used to search the area the night of the fire, and search efforts continued the next day. That includes a search of the pond of the property, but so far Gard has not been found. Gard, as you see here, was last seen on Tuesday. No family nor friends have had contact.
I think I found it.
With her since the fire. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office and other agencies are working together to find Gard. Anyone with information about her is asked to call the number on your screen, 765-653-5115. Authorities say no further information will be released while they continue their search.
Well, they didn't give us any information anyway after the search. I think it might be, I don't know. Why did that take me there? Hold on. I don't know. This is where we're supposed to be though. Okay. I think it's this house right here. But I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of vehicles in the driveway. Because they said pond. And this is where it like took me when I put like the address in, but I don't know. She has a 25-year-old son. There shouldn't be this many vehicles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe that's not it. I'll keep looking. They all look like they might have a pond though, like all of the little. I don't know. It even almost looked like that one where he pointed. So I'll have to look at that video again where he like pointed where it was. She's 46 years old. I haven't, but I will. I'll look at it. Yeah, she's 46. Let me go to the next video. Yeah, and she's what happened was she's always at her daughter's. I actually looked up her Facebook and everything when I was doing research for this the other day, and then I just exited out of everything. So I was like, oh, I won't. They found her, everything's fine. But then when they said they found her, and then they said where they found her, and then I was like, well, they found her. We should have still covered it because that we covered the whole case till they found her. Like, and it it'd be like concluded, but at least it would be like we could see what's going on. But now it's like, okay, I really want to know what's going on because this woman was found 2.5 miles from her home that was caught on fire, and she was found in the woods, and not like the deep woods, on a trail, off of a trail. Like it's just very weird to me. I want to know. I want to know about everything. Call me nosy. I'm looking for the next video. That's not it. Is this one? Yep. Okay. This one's actually 2 minutes long. This is like the longest video I think they had. Oh. Okay. Oh, maybe that's the house right behind her here. Okay, let's see. Maybe this is it. We'll see. Because I haven't seen the house.
Now to another ongoing investigation.
Oh, never mind. Darn it. It was cutting off from the other person, but it looked like, because I saw police tape. Dang it. I wanted to see if that was the house.
Leave from a missing woman's family. They want her home safe and sound. Our Aubrey Hicks spoke to them and has more.
A missing woman has ignited an intense search in Putnam County. Her family working, hoping, and praying they will find Britney Gard soon and that she is okay.
We're frantically searching and calling everyone to see if anyone's seen or heard from her, to keep getting the word out, to let her know that we're looking for her in case she hears it or sees it somehow, and
Hola, baby
that
girl.
she's able to come home safe to us.
Putnam County investigators are in the wooded area and surrounding field near Britney's home, searching for answers.
We're very thankful and grateful that the Putnam County Sheriff's Department and the community that has been helping share tips or any information and helping us bring her home.
Gard, who is originally from Marshall, Illinois, was supposed to be at a volleyball game last week, but did not show up. Then her house caught fire in what officials have described as a suspicious incident. Officials and family members have been working nonstop since then to find out what happened. Gard's family says she is a caring mom and aunt.
Britney, she is someone that you can always count on. She's a very giving person, loving person. She will go out of her way to make you feel special. I know that my family particularly loves it when she comes and sees us, and she's just doesn't like to sit still. She's always let's go play outside and let's go do this. She's always trying to make memories with my kids and take pictures, and her kids come and hang out and we just have a good time. I just am at a loss.
Family members say they hope Gard is safe and that she will see the story and respond.
We love you. We need you. Your children love you and are worried and scared. We just want you to come home safe.
And if you do have any information about Britney Gard, her family does urge you to contact the Putnam County Sheriff's Office.
I was looking to try to find the 6243 one. It like put me in the area, but it didn't put me. They gave me 6235. Oh, it's because it's like woods, but it's like back here. So is the address like maybe the 6235 or the 6305? I don't know. There's a pond. Like it brought me down a little bit. I was like down here earlier. Okay, yeah, we'll have to keep looking at that. It's almost reminds me of like a Sherry Papini situation, right? Well, and her family wants to know, like, they want to know what's going on. They're like, we want to know what happened too, so I'm like, ugh, well, the whole country's going to want to know because we're going to make a stink. Okay, so then here's, well, that's the same thing we just listened to. Okay, we're not going to do that. We won't make you listen to it again. But that's like the same thing too. Okay. They must have like aired that 3 different times. Because it was like the sister with her outfit, the striped. Oh, was that guy from Indiana too? The guy that, have you heard about the kid that killed his mom and put her body in a wooden box and then burned it in the backyard? People are messed up in Indiana. Because y'all out of control. That is him, yeah. Oh man. I thought about going over that. Ladybug, you need to get a hold of those people over there in Indiana. There's just so much. I just don't want to miss anything. Okay, right here. So then a day ago, they put this video out for, they're like, breaking news. We found her. Okay. Which is crazy because her family and the police found her. I mean, she found herself. Kind of, right? Like, I mean, she called the police. She's still in the hospital, though. 2 days later. That tells me she's had to have suffered some sort of injury. I mean, if she wasn't malnourished, didn't suffer some sort of injury, hyperthermia, something, right? They wouldn't keep her in the hospital for 2 days. They'd release her. Unless she's telling them, this is bothering me, that's I don't even think that would work because they're doctors. They'd be like, well, how's that bothering you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think that they'd be smart enough to know, like, if she was like faking anything. But then again, maybe not. Oh, I just messed up something. That's okay. Okay. So this is going to be the breaking news when they found her. Let's see.
News tonight, a Putnam County woman who went missing more than a week ago has been found alive. Britney Gard, last seen on September 30th. Cole Nobby joins us from Hendricks Regional Health Hospital. Now that is in Danville, Indiana, where Gard is being checked by medical personnel. So Cole, what can you...
So Danville, I wonder if they took her there. Is that the closest hospital, or did she have to go to a certain trauma level hospital, like a trauma level 1? I'm wondering. Hendricks Hospital? I've never heard of it. I should look it up.
Tell us.
That's right, Dana. A miraculous development out of Putnam County this evening as Britney Gard, a woman who has not been seen in a week, has been found. Fire departments were called to her home on October 1st to calls of a fire.
3.
They could not find Gard, and her house was on fire. They had no clue where she went. Family, us here at WTWO, everyone in the community has been looking for her for the past week, but now she has.
Okay, so now I don't know. Now I'm just putting out the news. But I did look up Hendrick Medical Center. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Where did they say that was at? It looks like it's a level 1, but I want to make sure. I'm going to double check. Okay, because it looked like it was saying that level 1. If it is a level 1, she might have been out there for 8 days and really got, like, I mean, they saved the level 1 trauma centers for, like, when you're life flighting people and stuff. Like, so I'm just wondering. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking. Regional health, right? Hendricks Regional. Is that what he said? Health? Maybe not, because it's like a regional health. Hendricks. I'm gonna put that in real quick. So level 1, it's saying. Brownsburg, Indiana. Okay, that's what it's saying.
Been found. I'm joined here with the family here, like you said, at Hendricks Regional Health Hospital. What can you guys tell us right now on Britney's status?
We're just so grateful to have Britney back. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office was just absolutely amazing. Recovered her in the woods this evening and have turned her over to the medical professionals to get her checked out.
Obviously, you guys went through an entire week of not being able to see Britney, and you probably thought maybe you weren't.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your guys' broadcasting, but this is like it says right here, it looks like this is like one of those little like small hospitals. It says that it's does not have a verified trauma center, but the hospital in Danville is equipped to handle emergencies. For higher level trauma care, patients are stabilized and transferred to nearby level 1 trauma centers such as IU Health in Indianapolis. So basically, like when I was in my accident, they took me to Adena and they stabilized me at Adena, and then they life flighted me to Ohio State. Like that's how my journey was going. So that's the same that they do here. Like Hendricks is just a small hospital that can like give you blood, like stabilize you a little bit, put some compression on you, whatever they need to do to get you to where, you know, you can go to a level higher. So she's not, her injuries. So when I said her injuries could have been bad, I'm taking that back. I'm sorry. Her injuries could be bad, but she hasn't left this hospital as far as I know. She's been in the same hospital. So it's like, we don't know. We don't know who burned it down yet. Hey, Marcella. Hey, Happy Cappy. We're gonna find out. Is Lee in here? Oh, hello, Lee. I was about to say, is Lee in here too?
Weren't going to again, but now you get to tonight. How does that feel for the family?
Feels great. It's a relief. Filled with joy that she's alive and here.
That's awesome. That's what's important.
I talked about it a little bit. A lot of departments, us here at WTWO, a lot of people were out looking for Britney. How does that feel to know that when someone's in danger in your guys' family or in our community, everybody kind of had your back and everybody helped out?
Yeah, totally humbling. I think I shared this a little earlier. I'm not from a small town, and this was just such an amazing experience for me. The police.
Like, look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Get out of here. Get out of here. They're not even pulled into the woods. This is where they found her. What'd she do? Say, I'll walk to the end of the driveway and meet you? There's mailboxes. Where was she? Because this is where they're saying that they found her, right? So like okay, so if she was back in the woods, these trucks would be like, I would say back in, they're not going to be like right here on this little path. Like this is a road. That's like someone's driveway.
With such force.
Is this her house? Are they just giving us B-roll? I don't know.
The local, state,
I don't think so. I think
FBI,
this is it.
Civil Air Patrol, DNR. I mean, everyone came. The volunteers, search and rescue teams. It was just absolutely amazing. The community, I've never seen anything like that in my life. From the churches, the local businesses, flyers on every pizza box that went out. It was just absolutely amazing. And honestly, the media and technology and social media was just overwhelming. They say tragedy is when you really know who your friends are. I think I speak for the whole family. Just seeing the absolute outreach around the globe of people to be supportive of Britney was just so helpful.
I know you guys don't know a whole lot about her current condition or what's happening right there inside the hospital, but as a family, how do you guys move forward starting tonight?
I'd say with grace is how the family intends to move forward. No one knows what happened. No one knows how she got there. No one knows what happened. The medical professionals, the law enforcement folks, they're going to need time to sort through that. Whatever's on the other side of it, we just need time as a family to take care of Britney and take care of Dalton and take care of Bailey and make sure that they have whatever they need.
Thank you guys very much. Like you said, the Gard family really doesn't know anything right now. We at WTWO don't know a whole lot right now, but we will be keeping up on the situation, and we have the hope that Britney will make a full recovery and be back to normal very soon. Back to you in the studio, Dana.
All right.
You know, this reminds me of, but this is a good outcome. And we don't have a suspect or anything like that. But what this could have turned into, it like almost reminds me of the Rachel Morin case. But Rachel, unfortunately, she's not alive. But she went into like a little nature preserve like that. Now, did she? I really can't tell you. Like, I really wish I had more answers for you to be like, this is what I think. I mean, because everything we've heard that I've read and everything, it says that she's like a great mom. She's never missed like any of her kids' sporting events. I will say I got on her Facebook and I did look, and I scrolled through, and all of her whole Facebook was her kids, different sporting events. Some not for her son, but for her daughter. Her daughter's still in school, so she had a lot of different sporting events. She did have stuff with her son on there as well. So she was a very like present and a very active mother. So it wasn't like she wasn't like in that, it wasn't like, her ex-husband had, the daughter, and she wasn't like, she wasn't there or anything. She wasn't, included. She was always at the different sporting events. That's why it's like, when she missed the, October 1st volleyball game, that's when they knew something was up. And then that's when her daughter actually went home that following day on October 1st. And that's when she saw the fire going on. And it was like after her game, and they couldn't find her mother. I couldn't imagine what her daughter went through. Did I pass that one? Okay, it says Britney Gard's family speaks out. So they must have just been posting these like double. Okay, and then this is like just a very short clip, but the officers are going to say that there is no threat to anybody. Well, how do you know that, and why don't we know that, and why don't you tell us why there's no threat? I don't like that. I don't like it. We did this with Idaho. And there was a threat out there, obviously.
Who was missing more than a week was found alive. Britney Gard, originally from Marshall, Illinois, but has been living in Putnam County. She was last seen by her daughter on September 30th. On October 1st, Gard's house caught fire in what local officials described as a suspicious incident, but she was not home. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office says on Wednesday they located Gard after she called 911 asking for help. I
have another question I just thought of. Wait a second. Hold on. How did she get there? Did she walk? Like, did she walk the 2.5 miles from her house to the woods? That's the only thing I could think of. Unless someone took her to the woods with them. I mean, there's no reason for her to be up in those woods. I think it could have been something mental break. Yeah. Because that's the only thing that makes sense in all of this. Maybe just overwhelmed. I mean, it can happen to the best of us,
Finding her way out of a wooded nature preserve about 2.5 miles from her home. She was taken to Hendricks Regional Health Hospital in Danville for medical attention. It is not yet known how she became lost in the nature preserve or her condition. The sheriff says that they're not, though, currently looking for any people of interest and say there is no current threat to the public.
What if she did? Let's say she got lost in the nature preserve. All right, let's just say she did. Wouldn't she have called somebody and said, "Hey, I'm lost. Like, ding me. We have Life 360. Like, help me." I mean, that's what I would do. That's the first thing I would do. I wouldn't turn my phone off because I mean, I would turn it off maybe like after I called people, like just so I could reserve my, like keep my battery, but I wouldn't turn my phone off because that's how they can find you. They have the Life 360 app, which I think I need to get that. Actually, no, we don't. I don't know why I would even need that. Vincent knows where I'm at. I know where he's at. Like, that's the only person I need it for. I think that was the last video on here. Okay, so let me exit out of some of this stuff just because I won't be able to know where to go next. So this is just what I looked up about that Hall Woods Nature Preserve. And it's just, this is a little over 0.5 mile east of Bainbridge, which is north of Greencastle on US 36. And then it's this little, it's the blue and the blue line, or like the blue circle there. And it says this preserve is predominantly a mesic upland forest with lowland or floodplain forest, occasionally interspersed, I don't know, along the many ravines which run across the area. I should probably, maybe I can make this bigger. That would probably help me. I'm over here struggling with my eye. The lowland species which thrive in these ravines include silver maple, sycamore, buckeye, and tulip trees. There's a tulip tree? What does a tulip tree look like? Look at me over here. Because I have to know. Oh. Those are pretty. Trying to see if I can open up this image bigger. That looks like a maple tree to me. That's what they're saying. I'm trying to see if I can find another picture. Oh, there's all kinds. Oh my, okay, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's this one. Pretty in the fall, I bet. Okay, let me delete. I'm like, man, I don't really have a lot of pages open. Okay, so I did go over and I put in the Hall Woods Nature Preserve address, and then I was reading through. I was like looking through these little reviews, and they were actually pretty telling. So it says, beautiful hike that takes you near the creek and up and down some hills with stairs, so it makes for an easy hike. The trail is only about a mile long and is looped. So it's a circle. You're bound to come out. I don't know. Great place to check out for a quick little hike. So, and then these are the stairs I saw. Like, wouldn't you climb them if you saw stairs like that throughout the, you know? And then these are the creepy cabins. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Okay. Hall Woods is such a pristine, healthy little ecosystem. Okay. I wouldn't recommend for anyone who isn't physically fit. Okay. So she looked physically fit. What was the other one I saw? We missed our turn to Walnut Creek and found Hall Woods instead. We had the place to ourselves, and Lobo got out to run without a worry of an unfriendly human. Talking about the dog. Nice hike. Trails were getting a little bit overgrown. Beautiful 1 mile loop trail to the big Walnut Creek and back. A quiet, peaceful place. The abandoned cabin adds to the scene near the creek. No, thank you. No, thanks. This one isn't the one. I don't think this shows us inside of it. No, it doesn't. Okay. One of these shows us inside the cabin. So these are all from like years ago, 4 years ago, 6 years ago. It says it's a nice little hike. I think a little over a mile. The trail is kept well and the views are decent. There's a little cabin that's cool to see and talk about. There are 2 stairwells about 20 yards long, one down and the other up. The trails will take you right down to the big walnut, and then it basically runs right alongside of it. Good for kids or just a little nature walk. Just a little nature walk. Even though it's just a single loop trail, it's still great for a quick hike. The cabin is really cool too. There's not much parking, but I don't think it's usually very busy, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, I mean, just there's the little cabin. Okay, where did I see the inside of the cabin? Look at this. That looks creepy to me. Where did I find it? Maybe it was like maybe it was in here somewhere. I mean, this shows you the kind of trail it is. I mean, you're on a trail. Like if you see this trail, right? You're going to say that's a trail. Let me follow it. Even if you wake up in the middle of the woods, someone knocked you out. You would think. There's the inside of it. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it welcoming? I mean, sign me up. I'm gonna blow my nose really quick. Hold on 1 second. Like, look at that. Looks like from a horror movie. Very creepy, huh, Malvina? That's what I thought. Very creepy. Don't invite me to your first, welcoming party. I'm okay. I'll bring the rest of the ceiling. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll bring the rest of the ceiling. This would be fun if you were like 16, 17 and your friends want to take you to somewhere haunted and they're like, let's go to that haunted cabin in the woods, right? That would be okay. That's when you'd probably want to go to the haunted cabin. Not anytime above and beyond that. It's so freaking creepy looking. I think that was the only picture I did find of it though on the inside. But what if, I mean, this is the only place I could see them being for, I mean, if you're going to be somewhere 8 days, you've got to be in a shelter. You got to have shelter. You've got to have food. You've got to have water. You're not going to survive. But why do this to yourself? If she did do it, to herself, I don't think she would have put herself in there for 8 days. Would you? You would have to be like, I don't even know the backstory behind that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like a Halloween party. There you go. My friends took us to a place. Oh my gosh, this place was so creepy, but it was nice. Now that I think about it, I'm like, man, it was really actually pretty nice. It was an old hotel, and who stayed there? It was a creepy hotel. It was very creepy. It looked like a big old house. And we went in there, and when we went in there one time, there was like a fire going in, like the fire burning stove, or whatever it was called. That's all I needed to see. I was like, I'm out. Someone was like, it's probably just someone here earlier. No, I'm out. Bye. I'm not into like spooky stuff because it spooks me. Now the weather, I was going through it earlier. It was pretty chilly. This is on October the 1st. So at 12 a.m., 61 degrees. The coldest it would have been 6 to 7, 53 degrees. You can get hypothermia in 90 to 95 degrees, just depending. They always say keep your house at a certain temperature because you can even develop hypothermia if you're older. If you keep colder temperatures, even in your home. Like you might think 65 is fine. Like I feel great with 65, but some people can't do 65 because it's just how it is. The wind wasn't that heavy. It doesn't look like 10 miles. Is that miles per hour? 8. And then so that's okay. The first, if we go to the second, it goes down to the coldest 58. It looks 57. Well, at 7 o'clock in the morning. And if you're outside, when you go camping outside, right? You get that dew in the morning and it's cold, and it's really cold. It's bitter cold in the mornings. No, I'm not going to be doing that outside. I don't know. I just don't see where she would have been unless she was somewhere else for the 8 days. And let's say there's like a Sherry Papini kind of thing, right? But even though she doesn't have a husband, she ran off and was with someone for those 7-8 days, and then they drove her to the woods. That maybe they didn't. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe she was like, okay, now where am I going to go to say that somebody dropped me off? I mean, that still doesn't make sense to me. 2.5 miles from your house. I just want the police to come out and do a little press conference. Let's go to the third. So the third, the coldest temperature was 60 degrees. Yep, 7 a.m. So 7 a.m. must be the coldest time of the morning there. 64, 63. Yeah, it was only 65. I mean, it was cold. That's cold. Like, I mean, I think that's cold. What? Oh, my camera's not even on. Hello. Didn't know my camera was off. Sorry. Hello, everybody. I'm back. So then we'll go to the fifth. 63 degrees, 60 to 59 degrees. Okay, that's cold. I don't care who you are. That's cold. That's when you're wearing your jacket when you go outside, take the dogs out, you know? So then it warmed up a little bit, but it was still 63, 64. And then October the 7th was 67. October 8th is when they found her. So, oh, look at those temperatures, 46, 45. She called, she said, I'm done. I mean, look at the temperatures compared to all the other nights. They were in the 60s. Now they're in the 40s. That's a big jump. I wonder if that's why she called. They haven't said anything, Groovy Nikki. They won't tell us nothing yet. She was found alive, yeah. 2.5 miles from her house. So September 30th, she talks to her daughter for the last time. She's supposed to be at an October 1st volleyball game. She's never missed a game. She misses the game. Her daughter goes to the house and on October 1st, and the house is on fire, whatever, the police are there. Her mother's not there, but her mom's purse is there, and her mom's car's there. So she's found 8 days later, 2.5 miles away in a nature preserve, and she has her cell phone. She calls the cops on herself. Hello, not like someone found her and then she, you know what I mean, they helped her and they called. No, she called the cops herself and was like, hey, come get me. Who turned off summer? I know, right, Kara? That's how it's been here too. It's been getting a little bit cooler. That's why I have like a sweat outfit on today, but it's hot with all these lights on. And then yesterday, which, you know, she wasn't out there, but look at these, like, look at these temperatures that she would have been freezing. Definitely would have froze. Well, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens with that. Now it does say that a normal rectal body temperature ranges from 97.5 degrees Fahrenheit to 99.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And for most people, it is 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, well, I just wanted to tell you that. It's just the body below that temperature, below normal, can be a sign of hyperthermia. It's just when you're exposed to cold air, water, wind, or rain, your body can drop to a low level of temperatures of 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Your body temperature can even drop if it is warmer than 50 degrees if you are out in wet and windy weather. If you're in water that is 60 degrees to 70 degrees, you're also at risk for hypothermia. Next summer, I'm going to go to the pool and I'm going to dip my thermometer in there and say, warm the pool up, because it's really cold when we first go. But hypothermia can occur indoors, especially in babies and older or ill adults who are not dressed warmly enough. So make sure y'all are warm and not be putting the air conditioner on in the wintertime, like me. Still haven't went over to the heat yet. Really? If it's under 68, not me. I don't, you get cold fast. Oh, it got cold fast. I thought you said I get cold fast. No, I was gonna say, I'm always hot. Like, always hot. Like, give me 2 seconds and I'll be sweating up a storm just thinking about being hot. No lie. Like, Vincent's like, is it cold in here earlier? I'm like, no, it's not. That's why I wasn't wearing a shirt. I was wearing like my sports bra. I'm like, it is hot in here. I'm sweating, buddy. You haven't turned your heat on yet? Has anyone turned their heat on yet? because we haven't went there yet. It hasn't been that cold. Not for me anyway. 69 in Delaware. I wonder what the degrees is here right now. Like what the temperature with degrees is. Let me see real quick. Let's see what it is. It's 54. So it's not too bad, I guess. It's going to be 70 tomorrow. It's going to be about 73 on Tuesday. 74, 75 next Saturday and Sunday. Wow. Yeah, I'm not turning my heat on. Yours is on, Lee? Mine's not. Yours has been on at night, Ladybug? Not mine. I'm not turning that thing on. I feel all hot just thinking about it. You guys are making me sweat just thinking about turning on the heat. No, we keep our thermostat anywhere between like, I'd say like 71 and 73. Oh, and I was going to show you this picture today. You guys should have saw the wellness center I went to. Like they have a gym onto like my physical therapy, and they have a slide. I thought that was my physical therapist place at first. Can you imagine my delight when I thought there was a slide, a water slide at my physical therapist? I thought there was. Now I think I'm going to have to get me a gym membership next door. It's so bougie. I've never seen a gym so nice. Like they have like this outdoor seating area and like it's legit. I was like, where am I at? I had to take like 3 roundabouts to get to that place. I'm not good with roundabouts. Kick the heat on for your daughter. Yeah, she probably gets cold. That's we're just using the heat or the air conditioner the whole time until it gets to the point where we have to turn it off and turn on the heat. My mom used to hate the AC. She used to love the windows open. She was a windows open kind of gal. If it was 90 degrees, I'd be looking at my dad. My dad would be looking at me, and we're like, "It's time. Who's going to get yelled at? Because we're going to tell her we're hot, we're too hot, and we want to like shut the windows and turn the AC on." And she'd be like, "But really, do we have to?" Like, because she loved the breeze and the smell of the fresh air. I could understand that. 68's not too bad. You have on 2 pairs of socks. Oh my goodness, Ashley, that's too hot. That's too hot. I get too hot though before bed. I like when I get into bed for some reason, I get really hot. But they put me on an iron supplement. Hopefully that's going to make all my problems go away. They said it probably won't, but I'm hoping it will. And then I'm going to stick with the physical therapy, like I said. How was your birthday, Ashley? I hope you had a good birthday. So yeah, I don't like to open the windows here because there's stink bugs. There was one inside of my house yesterday on my pillow, on my couch pillow. I was going to fluff the pillows. You guys, there's nothing that gets me more grossed out in this world. I would do a spider. I would do a bee. I would do any bug, but a stink bug. They're the grossest things I've ever seen in my life. To your flannel sheets. I need to get some flannel sheets. They're the most comfortable. But I hope you had a good birthday. You don't look a day over 28. Wow, that's going to be pretty nice, Casey. That's some good weather. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to jump off here so I can get out of this hot sweater that I'm wearing. If you guys like my sweater, I don't know, I feel like I'm doing a commercial for Target. These sweaters are actually 40% off at Target right now. They're like whole brand. This brand is, I don't know what this brand's called. I forget. It's one of the workout brands. But I saw that and I'm like, oh, gotta get myself over there, this weekend. Or maybe it's just for tonight. Maybe I need to get myself onto Target.com. They're having their Target Circle Week, so you know how I am. Oh, yeah, when you vacuum them up. Lenore, I had never seen a stink bug until, neither had my mom, until we moved to this little town called Greenfield. It was just like this little dot on the map. I think there's 1,200 people that live there. And we saw a stink bug. My mom was like, what is that? I wasn't grossed out about them then. It's here. It's my sensory issues are way up since 10 years ago even. So I can't take them. I can't take anything like that. Like, and I've been around bats and everything. Like, they suck to you. You know that? They don't fly. They like, and they suck to you. I opened up my back door the other night, and there was a praying mantis on my. Why are we doing this to me? I think it's because I have one eye too. So if I try to kill the bug, right, and I miss, that's going to be bad, right? You know, you miss the bug. Oh gosh, I wouldn't want to do that to myself. We have a cricket on a shelf that's driving my kids nuts. I haven't heard it yet. See, I would be like, worse than like a cockroach. Well, I've never seen a cockroach in person. I've been very thankful and very lucky to not, that I can recall. Yeah, they're about up there. They're probably the same. I don't know though, because I would say they're about the same, because stink bugs, there's nothing that kills them. Is that, they say peppermint and stuff? I don't know. Now I'm starting to start itching, so I'm thinking about them. Oh, I don't want nothing to do with them. Praying mantis aren't, they're not bad. I just left him where he was at. And then he died. I told Vince, I was like, he died. See, we don't like bugs in this chat. I won't pick up no bug. No. Fear Factor would have been great for me to go on, you know. That would have been hilarious, because I would have been like, no, none of it. I'm in fear of all of it. But I'm going to jump off here. Thanks for being with me tonight, guys. I know it was a shorter live, but I wanted to get this story out, because I know there's going to be updates, and we're going to have to, figure out those updates. But like I said, this is as far as we can get with Britney Gard's case as of now. I will be following this case just like the other cases, and make sure, that if you want to follow this case, subscribe, hit the like button. Or not, you don't have to hit the like button, but subscribe, hit the bell icon, and make sure that, you have it turned on. That way you're not, you're alerted to all my content, because it'll have like sometimes every once in a while you can even like base them on whatever you want. So happy birthday, Ashley. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. I want to say thank you for being here, Ashley. Thank you so much for being here. Just you, Ashley, just Ashley. But no, happy birthday, Ashley. And thank you all for being here tonight. I appreciate it so much. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you guys have a great Saturday. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got that.